Here's my food. That's the 100 grams of tofu, 100 grams of mung bean, 100 grams of white mushroom, garlic, ginger, turmeric. I don't know, I just take whatever I want, chop it up. I put maybe like a teaspoon, like a tiny bit of ghee in the pan. Saute all that. And I think this is like a Chinese mustard leaf. I don't know the exact name. I'll go get my receipt and then I'll dial that in. Oh, and then I have 150 grams of daikon radish, which I put in that little like spiral machine, and I like to eat it pretty thin and spiraled. And I take like really good sea salt in a grinder. You know, it's like really crystally, and then I just grind it up in here, just a tiny bit, and some pepper supreme. And yeah, I'll talk about this nose thing at another time. Yeah, and that's the food I'm gonna eat right now, and it took like 5 minutes to make. I steamed the daikon in a bamboo steamer over a wok. I steamed the mushrooms. I steamed the mustard greens really quickly. They cook fast. I put it on the frying pan with the ginger, turmeric, garlic, and ghee, and just slapped it on, you know, one by one. Took it out, put them in separate dishes, and then combined everything at the end. It was really simple. It literally took me probably like 10 minutes to prep it, do it. And then I still have extra that I can make 4 more of these throughout the day with just the radish and the mustard greens or Chinese vegetable. So that's ready to go as a base, and then I can just quickly put tofu, mushroom, mung bean, whatever I want to put in it, you know, and I'll just make that fresh and add it in later. And I'll probably eat, like, no lie, like 5 or 6 of these throughout the day. And I feel full, I feel great, there's plenty of nutrients. I work out 2 times a day in the gym. The first workout I did today was I walked at 2.8 on the treadmill. That's how many miles per hour. I did it flat for 40 minutes to warm up. After that, I went and did these battle ropes. I'm fucking starving. I'm gonna eat some of this. My bad. This is my first video, and whatever. So I did these battle ropes like this. I'll make another video with like how to do it, but I did 3 rounds. First round, I just stood there. I did one hand for 30 seconds. I just count to 30. I don't look at the time. I did the other hand, count to 30. I stabilized my core. I used this thing to keep my mouth shut, my tongue on the roof of my mouth, my core engaged, my arms loose, and nasal breathing, which is extremely important because I get more oxygen in my body, and that flushes out all the garbage in my lungs, because I learned a long time ago the way to lose fat is through respiration. So if I nasal breathe, my lungs expand and it removes the garbage as opposed to mouth breathe. And I'll talk about all that another time and what I figured out and whatever. So yeah, I'll do one hand, 30 seconds, and I'll do 2 hands, count to 30, alternating hands, count to 30, and then I'll slap them together, count to 30. After that, I'll take 2 10-pound dumbbells. I'll hang stretch, like drop down and hang, stretch right, center, left. I'll spin back and forth, loosen up my back. And then from there, I'll squat down, come on up, and I'll do probably like 10 or 20 lateral raises, 10 or 20 straight overhead, 10 or 20 bicep curls, 10 or 20 bicep curls this way. I'll put it back down on the ground. I'll plank on top of it, and I'll do mountain climbers in the middle, 25. And then I'll do single leg, bring it up, 10, single leg, bring it up, 10. And then I'll do single leg straight through, 10, single leg straight through, 10. And then depending if I'm feeling good, today I was feeling good, so I'll do like 5 push-ups with the weights stacked up. Then I'll flatten one, 5 push-ups, flatten the other one, 5 push-ups, and just do that a couple times for a total of 30. Get back up, do the ropes again, same combination, go back down. Then I'll take like a medicine ball or like a 10-pound rolling ball, put one hand on one, 10 side leg kicks, 10 side leg kicks, 10 straight, 10 straight, switch the ball over, 20 regular mountain climbers, and that'll be 50. And then from there, maybe I'll do some push-ups on the ball. Today I did 10 push-ups one side, 10 push-ups the other side. And then I'll get back to the rope for round 3, and I'll do it in reverse. I'll start clapping it, alternating, double, single, and then I'll do another round of probably the weights. This one today I did the weights today. I put 10 pounds. I did the stretch, whole cycle, arm raises, everything, and then I did another 50 set of mountain climbers, and then that was the end of it. And then I went to the cable crossover machine. I take one hand and put it up high, and I do like oblique crunches through, and I'll do I think I did 20 each side, and then from there I'll bring it forward, and then I'll do punches. I'll do 50, and I just push like this, my serratus. I'll make videos for all this, and just do my serratus on 50. And then since I only walk for 40 minutes, I owed the treadmill another 20 minutes, which I don't mind at all. Went back on the treadmill, and I put it on 15 incline for the last 20 minutes today, and just walk like that. I hold on to the top, you know, and then I also do, oh, I forgot, on the flat walking, I do like Qigong breathing. So I'll show my routine another time, but it's like, and I don't bring my cell phone to the gym. I don't wear headphones. I usually wear like noise canceling earplugs, so I just don't hear anything because I don't want to be influenced by the music or hear the music. Call me weird, but I'll explain why I do that later. Yeah, and then I finished that, and then I came home and I made this. That took a short amount of time. Here's my tea. I'm really weird. I only drink Berkey filtered water, so I make my tea with the Berkey filtered water, and I cook the food with only the Berkey filtered water. And then when I drink my water, I go up to Stinson Beach and I fill up these. I'll show you that when I go up there. I'm gonna go on Tuesday, I'm empty. I fill up glass bottle, 5-gallon jugs of water, and no lie, it tastes way different. You know, the spring water from Stinson up there at the spring, it's amazing, that water, and like the benefits I see are great. It's, you know, I used to drink Oakland tap water as garbage, and I thought it didn't matter. It makes a difference. And then I wanted to remove fluoride from my body. I'll talk about that in another video. That's why I got the Berkey, and everyone made fun of me because I'm being healthy and I drink tap water. So I looked into water, got really crazy about water, and it was amazing. I learned a lot. I got the Berkey. I coughed up the 250. I think it's worth it. I don't feel hydrated when I drink the Berkey water. It kind of runs through me and flushes me out. But when I drink the mountain water, one 33-ounce bottle fills me up, and I don't pee like every 15 minutes like I do with the Berkey. So I believe I'm getting all the proper nutrients in the water, fresh from the earth. It's holy water essentially because it comes from the mountain, off the snow, down the mountain, and then into my water bottle. So it's pretty amazing, and you know, it's kind of like a spiritual practice. It's pretty badass. I highly recommend it if you have access to it. There's no water on the market that can do that, you know, because pretty much this water's alive. It's running from the source to my body instantly. There's no in-between BS where it goes through pipes, all this other shit, you know, if you want to get deep on water. So that's the gist of that. You know, I'll eat this probably like 5 times throughout the day. I'll document all the foods I eat, because I'm doing 90 days of this because I'm training for a spring break at the Wynn Encore Beach Club for June 12th or something. You know, I'm gonna book a trip to Vegas with a bunch of friends, and just for fun, I want to see how fit I can get and be really consistent for 90 days. I mean, in the last year, I've made a massive change in my life, and I'll talk about all that at a later time, but I've had about 1.5 years to almost 2 years of pretty good discipline, life-changing stuff. Like, I'm a new person. I lost probably 100 pounds. I'll show you how I did all that, you know, and I wasn't really trying to lose weight during that time. I was really just trying to get healthy. I had cancer. Pretty sure I had diabetes, pre-diabetic. Like, it was over for me. I was using drugs all day, every day, drinking alcohol, eating garbage, I didn't even know what gluten was. I didn't know any of that stuff until I pretty much had a heart attack almost, or just fell on the ground after eating a bunch of Cinnabons, because, I was like everyone else. Oh, I'll just eat this and I'll work out. I didn't look terrible, but I was still 255 pounds, and you couldn't tell, and nobody would call me like obese, but I wasn't fit or healthy, and they'd just be like, oh, he lifts heavy, he looks big, he's bulky. Here's a funny one. I couldn't even fucking see my dick in the shower when I looked down because my stomach was so goddamn big. And then when I would eat certain foods, I'd have to unbutton my pants, lay down. My day was done after those foods. My shits, I would shit out the wildest stuff. It would fucking stink. Like, it just wasn't a good feeling. I'd feel lazy, brain fog. I didn't realize all this during the time because I was just in it. Now that I'm cleaned up a bit, like, I feel the effects. So in the 2 years, I had a bunch of relapses, a bunch of fuck ups. And when I did, it was brutal. Like, I really noticed the difference, and I'm like, wow, I was killing myself. So now I'm able to see that in other people. I'm a chiropractor, so I could kind of feel it in their bodies. I see what they're going through. I get the pain and the struggle, and it's not easy, and I'm not on a diet, and I didn't diet. All I did was eat normal food. Like, normal food is not Cinnabon, gluten, all this bullshit. A whole bunch of protein, 90 grams of protein shakes when you work out, blah, 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 blah. Broccoli chicken. That's just reckless. Like, who fucking eats that, And the people that do look ridiculous are just big puffy dudes, on steroids or whatever. It's just like a reckless diet. It's not pleasant and it's not fun to eat. So I was like, how can I save my ass and change my life without being ridiculous, walking around with like lockers, carrying cases of my meal preps and just being annoying about the meal prep, like, oh, I eat grilled chicken, brown rice, this amount every single fucking day. I mix up my vegetables. Like, you only eat American vegetables and chicken and steak, and it's just a bunch of garbage. And like, internally, you're not healthy. Externally, you might work out hard, have abs, but that shit ain't gonna last. I'm 41. I don't have time to be going to the gym, jumping up and down and doing these massive lifts and eating 4,000 pounds of chicken and all that. So, and then the grocery bill's out of control if you really eat like that. So I'll show you my grocery bills. Now that I just eat all this stuff, it's like $50. I'm satisfied. My food is great. My body's changed. My skin's clear. I used to have way grayer hair. It's starting to come back, which is weird. I look a little younger. Almost have abs. That's my goal. I've never had abs. Only up until 20 years old I had abs because I played soccer, and you just have abs, like, but I grew up eating sugar water, sugar in my cereal, sugar everything, candy everything, pizza, McDonald's, but I was always skinny because I played soccer, like, nonstop. I smoked a ton of weed, but I never ate real foods. In my family, my mom cooked every night, but it'd be like pasta and butter for me, and I just prefer to eat like candy and cereal and sugar water and Hot Pockets and bagel bites and toaster strudel, all that garbage, TV dinners in the microwave, and shit ton of chips and cookies, and that's all I would eat. Like Kool-Aid all day. Like, I love Kool-Aid. If you know what Sunny D is, I drank Sunny D all day. And we would make our own iced tea and just pour the sugar in it with those can containers. Like, I'm born in 82, so that's kind of what it was. And I got up to 255. I took steroids, shit ton of them. That probably didn't fucking help. Did a lot of drugs, drank a lot of alcohol, whatever. I'll talk about all that stuff at another time. This is day one, and I'm just going to kind of document 90 days of exactly what I eat, and I tried to do it as simple as possible because I'm lazy as fuck. And how can I lose all this weight, get myself healthy, fix my organs? It wasn't even about weight loss, honestly. It was just about me cleaning up my insides and my intestines because I had so much pain and I kept getting hurt and gastro problems. And I had a shaman tell me I needed to drink green juice for 30 days. I was like, yeah, right. So I was like, what can I do to get all these nutrients in my body? And she's like, you got to eat like a shit ton of vegetables. So yeah, I'll talk about all that another time. I don't need to do it all right now. It's been 15 minutes, so yeah, take that for what it is, and that's just the beginning of this. So thanks for listening. See you guys.